when you get down to it, it is the world's fight. It is not our fight. Our fight is spiritual. Spiritual. How many people out there in the world do you see coming to help that cause? How many are coming to help the cause of God, the cause of Christ, and coming to bring the true gospel in the battle of Judgment Day? Well, none in the world. None, because they have a sense to realize, well, I care nothing for spiritual things. They care absolutely nothing for spiritual things. And I know there's people out there, well, you can't separate from the world and not care about the world. Well, the world cares nothing, absolutely nothing for the truth of the Word of God for spiritual things. And they have the right idea. It's not their battle. And likewise, it is not our battle. It never has been, but especially now. We have to feed sheep. One task, one main task God has given us. Feed the sheep. You're not feeding sheep by joining the world on this issue and fighting against that issue. Oh, but we need freedom for the gospel. We have to be free. We have to have liberty so the gospel can go forth. Well, no, not necessarily. And that's in God's hands anyway. And sometimes the gospel goes forth in a greater way the more men try to clamp down upon it. And the more government may impose their will and you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, God is not limited by men. The government can do whatever they want in whatever nation they want. God will get his purposes accomplished. He will do them, and he will use his people to get it done. And so we don't have any fear. We'll leave that to God. It's completely in his hands as far as our freedoms are concerned. Let the world battle about that. Our responsibility as far as government goes is to submit in all things lawful. In all things lawful. And in the meantime, we live our life. We live our life as a child of God, living on the earth in the day of judgment, with eyes in our head. We know where we're at in time and in history. We know the task, feed the sheep, and it's a big job, and it really requires all of our attention, and so we get busy. We get involved in that task, and we leave the rest of it to the billions of people in the world. It's their world, and they can do with it as they wish. The time is short, and let us withdraw from that world as much as possible and do the will of God. But thank you.